Hi everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel. Today we are going to talk about experiences in international human resource management. So we have joined by special guest who has over 30 years of experience in apparel industry. If I introduce our resource person, Mr. Pradeep Fernando, who is head of fabric sourcing and development in Komar Company. First of all, I would warmly welcome you for today's conversation.
Yeah, I am now 54 years old and I studied in Sri Sumangala College in Paranadura, and after I completed my A-levels I joined to University of Maratua and I completed my textile degree in University of Maratua. So then I started my textile career.
Thank you. If I move on your professional background, you already share yourself and little about your career journey. And my second question is, what inspired you to work in a multinational company?
Actually, I am ambitious and driven, and I always try to take the challenges and set the goals for myself, and then I do my better to achieve all the targets and goals. So multinational companies actually I got inspired because that is the more advantage of working in the multinational companies and getting more experience and throughout the world and working with the different people, different countries, different culture, different work experience. So that is the most important thing per person to working after Sri Lankan company and join for a multinational company is the great achievement.
What are the tasks, duties, responsibilities that you have to do in your job role?
My career is textile technology. So based on the textile technology, always need to focus for the customer requirements. Then customer requirements, then we need to find the best resources and best lead time, best prices, and then good quality. So all these take into the mind, and then we set up our database to find out which country we need to focus and which then when we focus for a country there are so many suppliers, so that we need to focus which supply we need to focus to get that desired outcome for the customer requirements.
When we are working in a multinational company, we have to face different challenges. What are the challenges that you have to face in your career journey and how you overcome them?
Actually, I work for a American company, and I already work for European countries as well. And when compared the different countries, now example for I work for Next Social Limited, that is UK, United Kingdom. That company always more towards to the sustainable and then quality standards, and the people are very friendly to work, and they always work towards to the quality and to get the targets right. And when compared to the American culture, they always they also friendly, but they mostly they want to focus their job, and then we want to get done anyhow. They are set targets, dates to achieve their requirements.
What are the skills, competencies that help you to succeed in your role when you're working in a multinational company?
Actually, after my textile career, that means after complete my textile from the university, then I find out which is the best way to move to the starting to my goal I set up with how I can I divided into several points, and then I completed each goals by to get the final my exact job. That means I thought that I want to be a fabric technologist, and then and after that fabric technical manager. So before that I need to cover some modules. So then I work for a different companies previously, and then take the experience, and then move to the with all the experience, then I finally I move to the as a fabric technology in the next UK company. So then after that, after getting more experience, then I become a head of sourcing and the sourcing managers level. In my career, actually, I went for a lot of countries. That means United Kingdom, then Turkey, then Italy, Spain, Pakistan, India, then America, Korea, all fabric producing countries, as well as the customers who are currently give the orders. So those countries I already visited, and I work with them. International opportunity, actually I work for an international company in UK company. After I done my career over there successfully, I work with my UK partner, my boss, and I work over more than 5.5 years. He actually understand myself very well, and he joined for another American company, and he asked me to join for that company. At that time, actually I don't know about that company, but and there is no any person working in Sri Lanka, and there is no any HR people, and directly I has to work with their company, and all salaries, all attendance, everything is monitored by the USA company. So this is a very good experience for me, because I normally when we are working in the Sri Lankan company, always we know the procedures, but when we work for outside company in outside country, so the procedures are very different. So then we need to adjust for that. Then we need to get more details and how we adjust to it. So it is a good experience. When we work for a foreign company, actually the first one is actually the family. When we are moving out of the country and when going for a longer period to work out of the country, then we miss the first family, and then they has to work their own way after I went departure. So then the culture in the other countries also we need to understand, because Sri Lankan people and the other country people are the mindsets and their religion and working experience and all that are different. So languages are different. So then we need to, sometimes they don't understand English to explain. So then sometimes we need to explain by draft or maybe designs, and maybe different ways to explain, and we need to get same time the expected outcome as well. So most important thing is to first need to, before we go to the any of the country, first we need to study what are the religion, what kind of culture there, and how the people, how many people are there, and what is the main hobbies. All things has to be studied, and then easy to go and work with the people.
What advice would you give someone preparing to work for the very first time? What advice would you give someone preparing to work in a foreign country for the very first time?
That's what I told you earlier. That means you need to understand which country you are going. And so, example, if you are going for India, then the India culture and Sri Lankan culture different, but people are almost similar. So then we need to understand what is their religion and how many religions there are. India is a very big country, and which part of the country we are going, and then in that area, what is the main language, and then what is the main their hobbies, and what is the activities, and then and what is my job role over there, and then so first of all I need to understand my job role to get success. So then after reach to the country, and then when we are working with them, so we need to understand how many how their lifestyles, as well as their how they treat for their families as well, because we need to work like a team to finally get the desired outcome. So to get the desired outcome, so we need to work like a team, and then we need to understand their problems also, and then we need to help them. And then sometimes they might take the leaves, or they might take short leaves, and maybe they're having a different mindsets to get the work is not easy. So then we need to think about all these, because when we are in out of the country, so we need to think about the people, how they react, and how we can get to on board to our team.
How have cultural differences impact your work and all performance, and how did you adapt it?
Actually, when we have a target and something we need to do it, so main goal is our target, and has to be completed that target. So to get the target right, so then we need to think about their lifestyle and their culture. So then based on their culture and their lifestyle, so then we need to divide into the timelines, how we can approach to our targets. So then mostly sometimes they want to pray some time of the period, so then when we has to allow for that time period. So then we first of all we need to understand that the lifestyle, as well as their demands, and what are their careers and their family backgrounds. All we need to get understand first, and then we need to make divide our timelines, how to set up our goals to achieve it.
Can you share your experience with international exposure? It's really inspiring to hear how you have handled those opportunities and challenges. Now, moving again toward the partner level. First one, let's talk about how your family has adjusted in your career. May I know how your family and how do you manage long run? Yeah, I think when I moved from Lanka to the country for the movement of the country, then to the family, my wife, I have two children, son and daughter, and wife is working. And so we all work all in like one family, and all they are witnessing a lot of moving away from Sri Lanka. So actually, at that time, son and daughter both fine doing studies in others, and then I know that this is a big plan for the master. So then they have given actually life has given a lot of encourage and to go on work, and but
Currently, we know that everybody have a WhatsApp, WeChat, then Lanka. So then always connecting through the communication by through the WhatsApp, WeChat, and whatever time availability. So managing the time through the communication. And when we been outside, but we know that we are not physically available in the India. So sometimes reading back and then help me to get our name goal to be completed and then goal to be a good thing. So then so always think about the goal and then uh, and finally we achieve the goal means finally that we get training for it. So then always one is encouraging and then always only to successful. Can you share the kind of support from the company when the industry? Yeah, actually, company always helping for when the people are outside of the company because they understand that I work for the private company. They always family oriented company and they always try to maintain the people and they allow us to now they have joined family airlines tickets and come and visit every year and we stay more than one year 1 month by in that country and they have given food accommodation everything. So then you know that is a very good opportunity for family as well and then they come and stay with us and they not even that, and yeah, I will come every 3 months time to Sri Lanka and then stay 1 week time and then go back to the yeah. So a company has given a lot of uh, help for family and they always really like that. The Fernando, I'd like to ask, so can we decorate in life and in the computer? No, actually, they set up own goals and son and daughter. They might living from Sri Lanka, they were in areas. So they have own goals. So, but I need to support financially for them to success their life. So then what I did was I by job and financially I got over the son and daughter to success their goals. So I think that is the big time. I think when if I knew earlier, that means in son and daughter in younger ages, so the different might be different. But when they know, when they were studying in ages, so they know the all good and bad things, so then they can manage themselves. So only thing is we need to support them to get their goal success. So I think I laying down on the boundaries and time and getting for the ambulance. And then let's discuss the bigger picture. In your opinion, what are some common challenges families face while trying to adapt to work-related challenges like frequent travel? Yeah, frequent travels actually sometimes due to that. Because sometimes after coming to Sri Lanka, sometimes next day need to go again. And I had a calendar in my phone, but I already planned the visit and so if I need to go from schedule, so I can't wait for the member and go back to the what I set up goals. So that I need so in these cases sometimes uh, we face trouble because frequent travel means not time to focus and for our lifestyle also. and coming and going and going, and sometimes no time for think about other lifestyle matters as well, and sometimes personal matters also worry, and internship and friends and relations all are missing sometimes because of the frequent travel. So thank you very much for sharing the editor's experience regarding the family adoption. Now I would like to enter to questions. And my first question is, how does working in a multinational help you to grow personally and professionally? Actually, uh, we are working for a multinational company. That means they are providing actually uh, big amount of salary, and it is that means they are providing a dollar value for the service. And for the Sri Lankan company, always give Sri Lankan value, but when we are working for a multinational company, they are providing a dollar salary. That's a big opportunity, and when grow myself, that means I have a I set up all goals for my uh, personal life also. So already succeeded, and I thought that I need my uh, after my finish my career, so I need to stay right and I stay from so I get the plan in personal different way and then different uh, income in different way like health or financially because of the current multinational companies who pay very well and that amount I have in the different way to get my future plans. Okay, so what impact did international collaboration impact your career? That when we work for international company, actually, normally all the companies are uh, uh, they have to take advantage of that because that is a good experience for the working with the different cultures and different multinational companies. So then so when we are working for a company, then first of all they ask you what is your having experience, what are the experience you have. So then based on the experience, it is easy to look for a new opportunity and a new job. So then in that one actually we work for different companies and different cultures and different experience is a great help and then you can go for a decide goals as well as decide positions. Understand. My next question is, what opportunities have you received through this fabric sourcing and development? My actually to start with the because fabric sourcing and development, there are some sections that still covered. I work for a wash plant, I work for a fabric mills, and then work for a buying officers. So to get final fabric sourcing and development, there are some need to get more experience and need to more cover some job experience. So I had an aim and I covered one by one and finally I become a sourcing, head of sourcing. To become a head of sourcing is not easy and has to be covered a lot of areas, a lot of experience has to be gained. So then I divided my career for several years and I completed one by one and finally I successful. So I can give you a view also as uh, uh, you need to have a future goal. You need to divide the goals and you need to achieve one by one so that you can finally if you have to decide whole outcome, because you can't get one day and within the 1 year's time. And most important thing is to work. First job is most important thing, and first job has to be completed at least more than 5 years now. When you are moving to the company by company, the people ask you why you are moving very rapidly or very without working long time periods. So most important thing is you need to work experience for working one company that you need to work at least more than 3 years, 4 years time. So then when you are moving to another company, they know at least you work 3, 4 years in them. Because if you go 1 year, one company, another company, then when you are going for a new company, they don't not working long time with you, and there's a not good habit as well as not good uh, benefit for you also.
And my final question is, what advice would you like to these students who are like to join multinational companies?
Yeah, actually, multinational companies having a lot of different environment as well as different exposures. So, so when you're working for a multinational company, so there are the people and the working way and they want the products also and the working pressures and everything are different. So you will get more exposure and you will get more experience and but uh, at least 1 year. If you are working for 5 years that company for one national company, but you need to divide internally. In the company you need to divide at least 1 year, one area, another area, so then you will get fully fun experience and you will cover for entire company functions. So then when you are moving for a multinational company, first of all, you need to understand what is the multinational company is doing and what are the benefits you can get, and then how I can approach to get that benefit to you. So then, how I approach to my career part by part to achieve my goals by going to the different areas. So you need to take the challenges and you need to set your own goals and you need to discuss with your bosses and this is my career. I want to become a this person and I know this company is doing this current areas. So I want to work all these areas to cover my fulfill my career and become a after goal, and then everybody will help you. And when you know, everybody know then you are working for a company and you have a goal to achieve. So when you are working for a multinational company, that's a very good, that's a good benefit for you. And you need to understand what are the multinational companies you can in that multinational company what you can achieve and what are the things you need to achieve. So you need to divide yourself and hence you work the divided time to achieve the goals.
Thank you, Mr. Fernando. I would love to get your thoughts on few things. First, what do you think we as Sri Lankans should work on more, especially to succeed in the global workplace?
Actually, Sri Lankan companies are very best, and that means all companies, even all brands, Sri Lanka have it very limited, and most of the companies are multinational companies. So, to get get a man for yourself, definitely you need to work for a multinational company.
Thanks for that. And looking back at your journey, what would you say is one of the biggest milestones you have achieved while working in the multinational company?
Actually, I was the big portion specialist and sourcing, sourcing for the entire region. Some of the working multinational companies, and I work for different multinational companies such as Lanka and Alibaba, Billabong, and those are multinational brands, and those are popular brands. And for those brands, actually, I work for a Sri Lankan guy, and I work for country head. That means entire Sri Lanka, India, Bangladesh, Jordan, China, those countries I covered by myself only for behalf of these multinational companies. So I set up the standards, I set up approvals, all on behalf of them I have done myself.
That's really funny. And finally, what advice would you give someone who just stepping into the global business world or trying to land or in a multinational company?
Yeah, because as I told you, Sri Lanka, all the business are going as a multinational company. Mostly that means profitable companies. So then you need to how you need to work for a multinational companies to get your desired outcome. And multinational, when you are working for a multinational company, this is your company, and your job also very sustained and very stable, because the companies they are working for different companies and countries, and they focusing for their sales and their targets from different countries, and so because of that, and the company will be stable, and they always are thinking in the global manner, and they are always going for new innovations, new improvements, new methods, and now most of the people now working for AI with them to get success, and all the multinational companies are working towards the new trends, so that will help for you as well. Then as a Sri Lankan person, Sri Lanka is not much exposed to the world, but when we are working for a multinational company, it is coming, all the informations and all the new techniques and all the things are coming from the company. So that will expose you as well for the other countries and other new method, new innovations as well.
Have come to the final part of our discussion. I just have a couple of questions. So first, in your opinion, what are the skills and qualities that should develop in children and professionals to succeed in the world?
Actually, to succeed, I think educational wise has to be professionally must have the full and education has to be access because provide very administration technology, you will do first of all, he must have good knowledge of the textile technology, from starting from fabric to yarn to fabric to processing and entire process. Well, now, for example, work thing, and the time you need to start from beginning to end. You know that one of the every step area has to be covered. So you need to cover from beginning to end to understand entire process. So same thing when now textile side is from yarn to end product. Entire process has to be covered knowledge. To get to cover knowledge, first education knowledge has to be covered from the university, maybe different courses or then college, and then cover through the experience. Different initially maybe you are working as an executive might be, then maybe a senior executive, maybe then an assistant manager, manager. So those kind of positions might need to cover to come to the final position, and in those areas you need to cover your full process to get final to success your full career with the multinational company.
And finally, before we end, if there are any lessons or piece of advice you would like to share with us?
Uh, Always you need to focus your work and the time, and is very important, and punctual is very important, and you need to come start on time, and then you need to focus your work, and you need to complete your given target in the timeline, and you need to search the details to the say Google or maybe there are many techniques you have. So you need to first understand and go through the details everything properly, and then you need to work uh, before you start the work, and you need to structure the work. What you need to do it, then it is easy to achieve the goal.
Now we have come to the end of our episode. We would like to express our sincere gratitude to Mr. Pradeep Fernando, the head of the Fabric Sourcing and Development of Komar Company, for giving us your valuable time and consideration. It was a great opportunity to have one's experience and knowledge on both professional and personal aspects in life. And I'm sure your words are very informative and helpful for our career lives as well. It was a pleasure meeting you, sir. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.